today was created by the engineer William Carson, who took charge of Mersey ferries and in 1863 constructed the floating landing stages. Carson suffered much criticism, with predictions that the first storms of winter would carry the landing stages away. Nevertheless, as you can see, his idea has stood the test of time and is still the most convenient way of getting passengers on and off the ferry. Over the years, the Mersey ferries have not only provided transport for visitors and the people of Merseyside, they've also played their part during both World Wars. In the First World War, two of the Wallasey ferries, the Iris and the Daffodil, were commandeered by the government and used as landing craft for the Royal Marines in a daring raid to neutralise the port of Zeebrugge on the 23rd of April 1918. Both of the ferries were badly damaged by artillery and machine gun fire, but managed to escape and lit back to Dover. Because of their work, King George V allowed the vessels to use the word royal in their name, and after extensive refitting, they resumed their peacetime activities as the Royal Daffodil and the Royal Iris.
You can now see the roll-on, roll-off ferry terminal, connecting the Wirral with Belfast and Dublin.
It's along this stretch of shoreline where the famous 1 o'clock gun used to stand. A cannon was fired from here at 1 o'clock every afternoon, except Sundays and bank holidays, and was used by ships to check their chronometers. This event finally stopped on the 18th of July, 1969.
Even before the Mersey beat boom of the early 1960s, Liverpool had a reputation for a lively, popular music scene. As a thriving port, the city was a hub for entertainment and leisure, and the Mersey ferries played a significant role in that tradition. From its arrival in 1951, the Royal Iris was popularly known as the fish and chip boat for the food served on board during its dance cruises. In 1957, the Cavern Club began promoting its legendary riverboat shuffles. These were 4-hour dance cruises up and down the river. The Beatles played 4 times on the Royal Iris between 1961 and 1962. During this time, they changed their manager to Brian Epstein, ditched their leathers for smart suits, shirts and ties, and for their final show, they would replace their drummer Pete Best with Ringo. Many bands played on the Royal Iris over the years, including Jerry and the Pacemakers, The Searchers, Acker Bill, The Farm, and Elvis Costello. If you're interested in finding out more about the Beatles, you can visit the Beatles Story, which is based at our Pier Head terminal and over at the Albert Dock. The tall square brick tower close to the river is the ventilation shaft and pumping station for the Queensway Road Tunnel, one of 6 ventilation stations used to maintain fresh air within the tunnels at all times. It took 9 years to build Queensway, and it was opened in 1934 by King George V and Queen Mary. Far down below us now are the road and rail tunnels which cross under the River Mersey.
As we approach Woodside Terminal, you can see in the distance some of the elegant Victorian architecture built during Birkenhead's heyday. Birkenhead was the first town in Europe to operate a dedicated passenger tramway, and the first ever public park was built here, an idea of William Laird, the famous shipbuilder. It was paid for by the council and designed by Joseph Paxton, the famous designer of the Crystal Palace that featured in the Great Exhibition of 1851. The park, officially opened in 1847, offered opportunities for recreation to all Birkenhead residents, with the formation of a number of park-based pubs. Paxton's design was later copied on a much grander scale by an American named Olmsted, who co-designed New York's Central Park. The clock tower with the green dome is Birkenhead Town Hall, which stands in the elegant Hamilton Square, one of the finest Victorian squares in Britain, and
Woodside Ferry Terminal is also home to a U-boat story, where you can see the fascinating World War II German U-boat U-534. The submarine has a remarkable history, and visitors are able to see into the submarine as well as view its numerous artefacts in our purpose-built visitor centre. Please check the U-boat story website and leaflet for opening times and more information. If you are leaving us here, why not visit the waterfront cafe Home, where you can enjoy a range of light refreshments and drinks. Check with staff for opening times.
Thank you for sailing with Mersey Ferries, and we look forward to welcoming you aboard again.